walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like.
Okay then, this is Robot Attack on the TV Boy 2, otherwise known as Space Robot by Dymax on the Atari 2600. This apparently was a PAL only release. And what can I possibly tell you about it? It sounds freaky. It plays like a cross between Missile Command and Space Invaders, in that you've got all your bases down the bottom and you've got to use a little cursor to aim your missiles that come from the various bases down the bottom, but the things that you're firing at aren't missiles that leave tracks, they're these funny looking aliens. And by God, it's noisy. And when it, well, I say when, it's more if, in the early stages like this, if one of the aliens or whatever get to the bottom, you get like an energy bar thing that spreads across the bottom from either side, and if the two ends meet, well, then you die. You're probably about to see, well, not see me die, you'll see in a moment. I can't hit that one. There. You see the little coloured bar that's spreading from the left and the right. God, I can't put a sentence together and explain what I mean, but you'll see what I mean soon enough. It starts off really slow. I have played this, shockingly. I had to go at it last night. So this apparently was a PAL only game, but I don't know how true that is. That came from, the information came from Wikipedia, and Hindley-Yak apparently wrote part of that article. Nicely done. It's proved very useful. I have it printed out here so I know what the names of half of these games are, because there's like the TV Boy name and then the Atari name before they messed around with the colour schemes. I'm not sure whether to list these as Atari games or not, because they sort of are and sort of aren't. I like this. I mean, it's really simplistic and, to begin with, kind of slow. But there's a certain appeal to it. It would be, it's especially suited, I think, to small kids. But there is a certain nostalgia value to it because it is like Missile Command in the actual play mechanic of it. It's fairly, well, it gets relentless. It isn't to begin with, but there is that element of having to gauge where to put your cursor when you fire, because you do have to fire ahead of the... What the hell? There are these other little things that come down with the aliens that... they're like an antidote, if you like. If you've been hit by the aliens and you've got that bar spreading along the bottom, it's like a damage bar, I guess, you can shoot this other little thing and it reduces the damage bar. They're like, well, I don't know what they're meant to be. In fact, I don't know what these things at the bottom that I'm using are meant to be honest. I mean, I suppose actually, oh God, I think they're like freedom fighters hiding behind a wall, aren't they? And these robots maybe aren't coming down from space, but coming across a battlefield. Perhaps. Kizzy, get away from that tripod. Oh, thing's probably going to start jerking in a minute when the cat's... Oh, God, bloody hell. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think there may be meant to be soldiers, perhaps in a trench or something. Who knows? Alien robots are attacking and they're shooting at them. Something like that. imagination matters in games like this. There, that's the thing that will clear the damage bar thing a bit. I like it, and I could play this for hours, probably quite literally, because it's fairly easy to stay on top of it. There. But it's loud and it's colourful and it's chunky and uber blocky and just, it's kind of relaxing. A little bit of animation on the aliens or robots or whatever wouldn't go amiss, but you know, you can't have everything. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't ask me what those funny lines are down the left-hand side of the screen. You get that on a lot of Atari games. I think it's where they're like using up so much data or I don't know, memory locations or whatever, because like system memory or something is so limited that they end up eating into the display registers or something with game data, something like that. I don't know. I know they did that kind of thing on the Electron. I imagine that's what they did here, but I could be wrong. But you see that sort of thing a lot. So as it speeds up, they kind of recognise that you're going to be taking damage, and they give you more of those little repair things, which is good. Don't know exactly what they are. They're kind of like some sort of reverse American drone or something. They come along and make you better instead of kill you. Oh dear. Only oddly they make you better when you kill them instead of whatever. It's like that whole blowing up the fuel tanks to refuel your spaceship kind of thing. Here, you blow up the drones to make yourself better. Yeah, I don't know about that. But they do damage you if they hit. Something about these robots oh bloody hell. Reminds me of the robots in, what's it called? Forgotten now, Berserk. They just need the little Cylon eye. Oh dear, oh dear. This could go on forever. No, good. I'll speak to you. There we go, no damage, excellent. More harder, new challenge. Oh, right. We get some new round shopping. It's a fun house scene, massive trade, big landscape. Well, I could probably go on for hours, but I'm going to stop because I could go on for hours and that would be kind of boring. And I'm not finding there's an awful lot I can say about it. It's fun. I mean, it's incredibly basic, but that just doesn't matter. When was this made? 1983. Yeah, in 1983, this would have been like good enough. You know, there would have been better looking games on things like the Spectrum, but you know, if you had an Atari and were given this as a present, or I don't know, bought it, it wouldn't be disappointing. Made by Dymax, Space Robot it's called on the Atari, or Robot Attack on the TV Boy 2. Obviously very primitive, but pretty good fun. Interesting combination of missile command crossed with, well, I suppose it's Space Invader, some kind of invadery type thing. Yeah. Okay, thank you for watching.